talking about what's important when you meet the love of your life and you want to do everything with them, but you want to start a business together. You ask yourself, well, how important is this, right? Now, in today's Our Money Matters chat, I've got a question for the table to find out if it's a good idea for your partner to be your partner. So here's our table. Welcome into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get good. This is going to get interesting. So obviously, we're talking about how far do we take partnerships. So the question that I want to ask you is, firstly, do you think that working with your partner is a good idea?
Yeah.
What are the pros and cons of something like this? What are your insights on this? Yeah.
Go for it, Sam.
I personally think it could be a massive pro. I mean, I know I'll be able to work with my partner. We have a great friendship. We are very similar in a lot of ways, but I think where his strengths really complement my weaknesses, and I think my strengths complement his weaknesses, we would make a great working team.
Yeah, that's perfect. Eugene?
100%, yeah, I've done it. I've worked with him. Obviously, we met in a professional environment.
Yeah.
How unprofessional. But we worked so well together, in fact, we decided to continue very unprofessionally. But we put on a show together, an amazing dance show, which was crazy. So and we did it in the worst of times. It was when load shedding first came, so there were so many disasters along the way. But I've realized because of exactly that, because we had these balancing skills, and we both have the BMT where it's like, it doesn't matter what anyone else is telling you, we're going to do it. But us being able to delegate, and granted, she's like one of the best dancers that's ever set foot in the country, so it was quite easy to work with her putting together a dance show. I was like, wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be, because she was just so phenomenally talented. But we did have to be very clear about what those roles were. And I think there's still amount of, from the whole Strictly experience, she got used to disciplining me and putting me in my place.
And that just carried on, right? So let's have fun with this. Let's say, hypothetically, you actually did do something with your partner in terms of a business or an entrepreneurial adventure. What would that be? What would you do? What company would you start together?
Oh, we've spoken about this. We would do construction, home renovations.
Oh, cool.
Because he comes from the construction, civil engineering background, planner, project management. I like the creative, the DIY side. So that's the realm where we happen.
You're going to be flipping. They're going to be flipping
One day we'll have a massive house in the office. So we conconsultations to come through.
I did ask him to build me my dream home.
Gina, what would you guys do? Like a dance fight company?
Yeah, 100%. The crazy thing is, I obviously, because I know her talent base, I'm constantly thrusting what I think are my kind of the long-term goals. And it would have to be fed from that passion. I think it would be a purpose-driven thing for the two of us. I have a feeling it's going to be less and less to do with money and more to do with helping grow and develop young people. I think with us being parents of kids at that age, you realize how fundamentally, you would know this from the kids that you work with, there is a gap, an age where you can unlock potential. So I think it might be something in that space, but sure, dude.
The business of unlocking.
Yeah, unlocking potential.
I love that.
For sure.
This one is a bit more, like, I think, practical. So, I mean, Zoe, you've kind of answered this question in terms of your strengths when it comes to your partners. How would you divide the roles amongst the business? Who'd have, like, the strong point when it comes to finances and things like that? And who's just handling the marketing?
Yeah. I think you've answered your own question.
Well, I think in our case, I think, you know, he is the planner. He is very much more diligent. I like to push the boundaries. I'm a bit more on the creative side. So, yeah, I think it's pretty clear-cut in how the direction we would go.
It works so well, yeah. It's a good balance. G, on your side?
100%. I hustle. She controls. And between those two polarities, I think in a business situation, we'd be very good.
One thing that stands out for me is that you both are aware of the relationship. You communicate that with your partners, and it's so easy for you to have these answers. So maybe a reminder to you, Mzansi, if you're in a relationship, you should have these conversations. But more importantly, some might argue that running a marriage is like running a business. And one way to cut some costs and bulk up those monthly profits and savings is by signing up for a NEDBANK My Goals Plus account and getting your partner to join family banking. Now, not only will you be able to reap all the rewards of the My Goals account, but your partner is going to be able to save 50% on their monthly account fee. So come on, get involved in this one together. And if you want to find out more, get the information and view it all at the amazing benefits. And that all can be seen at the website, and that's the NEDBANK Money app that also has all this information. So what are you waiting for? There's a website, there's a money app, there is all the, the franchises that you can get to as well. It's just getting you to have this conversation and also get involved at My Goals account. It's a goodie.
Half price.
Mabel, check this. With a My Goals premium account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12?
Yeah.
God, David,
When you are busy planning your next getaway during office hours, man,